Yep, even Pac-Man made it to Minecraft. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe Box Office Records. And we actually have some more found news today by yours truly. Hold tight everyone, it's gonna get crazy. On August 8th of 2022, the Pac-Man movie was put into production. It was announced via The Hollywood Reporter, a project hailing from Bandai Namco Entertainment themselves, along with Wayfarer Studios, which is actually an independent film company that made the Garfield movie, It Ends With Us, Ezra, and Clouds. And this was in fact the third attempt at adapting the character. The first in 1982, after the release of Miss Pac-Man. The second was in 2002 by Crystal Sky Pictures, which went unreleased, but its screenplay was almost finished. Now we have Wayfarer Studios, the production company founded by Justin Baldoni and Steve Sarowitz. This project is based on an original idea from Chuck Williams, who made Sonic the Hedgehog, from Lightbeam Entertainment. It is said that Manu Gargi and Andrew Califf would produce on behalf of Wayfarer Studios, with Tracy Ryerson developing. Chuck Williams and Tim Kwok will produce on behalf of Lightbeam. And Wayfarer, which recently announced a $125 million investment from Sarowitz to expand production growth, was behind Disney Plus feature Clouds. So you're probably asking, with all those good pieces put into place, what the heck happened to the Pac-Man movie? Well, unfortunately, it's because of Blake Lively. Yeah, Justin's co-star from It Ends With Us, accusing him of doing what the movie advocates against. What's even worse is her husband is getting involved in this. Ryan Reynolds, the guy responsible for the existence of the Sonic movie! Mama. You have no idea, Dry Bones. It gets worse. Because there are reports going on right now that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are purposely trying to destroy Justin's career. And he has lost 3 jobs from this situation. And there is a very real possibility that losing the Pac-Man movie is one of them. So that means this production is at a complete standstill because of allegations.
You selfish little...
Yeah, Blake, I've lost a lot of respect for you. And Ryan, you've gained 1 demerit. Well, despite all that, let's take a look at domestic. And our zombie and Enderman has gotten $379,967,000. But fear not, Mario fans, because this movie does not have the same traction as Mario did. So it will remain squarely at position 2. Unless if something happens overseas, I don't see that happening. Speaking of which, let's take a look at international. Yep, everything is still fine. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is still at $784,212,298, and a Minecraft movie is at $436,600,000. And even if Sonic 3 is still making money overseas, it doesn't stop the fact it's not going to budge where it is right now. Now let's take a look at where everything is in worldwide. Because as you see here, a Minecraft movie has a really hard act to follow. As the Super Mario Bros. Movie had $1,000,000,000 $359,146,628 compared to a Minecraft movie's $816,567,000. And the Thunderbolts opens this week. Hopefully it's good, because Captain Falcon sucked for a multitude of reasons. Now it's time for Secret Level Episode 15, Part 8, Part 1. My first foray into art history. Enjoy. And I'll see you at the upcoming films and shows with an updated list. Plus an announcement of what's coming next week. To many, Eco is a work of art, and so needs art to inspire it, taking us all the way back to July 10th of 1888, when Giuseppe Maria Alberto Giorgio de Chirico was born in Volos, Greece, as the eldest son of Gemma Servetto and Evaristo de Chirico. He also had a younger brother that became a famous writer, painter, and composer, Andrea Francesco Alberto, who went under the pseudonym Alberto Savinio. And yet, amusingly, their father was an engineer. In 1900, Chirico studied drawing and painting at Athens Polytechnic, under the guidance of the Greek painters Giorgio Roilos and Giorgio Jacobides. Unfortunately, in 1905, Dad died, so they had to relocate in 1906 to Germany after first visiting Florence. Then Giuseppe had a chance to enter one of the oldest and most significant art academies in Germany, the Academy of Fine Arts in Munich. There, he studied under Gabriel von Haeckel and Karl von Marr, and read the writings of philosophers such as Friedrich Nietzsche, Arthur Schopenhauer, and Otto Weininger. There he also studied the works of Arnold Böcklin and Max Klinger. In fact, one of Chirico's earliest paintings, The Dying Centaur, made in 1909, reflects the work of Böcklin. This was from what scholars call his metaphysical period, which technically started July of 1911, after his stay in Turin, Italy, being moved by the look of its archways and piazzas, seeing what he called the metaphysical aspect of the city. This is how he would describe it. Everything has two aspects. The current aspect, which we see nearly always, and which ordinary men see, and the ghostly and metaphysical aspect, which only rare individuals may see in moments of clairvoyance and metaphysical abstraction. A work of art must narrate something that does not appear within its outline. The objects and figures represented in it must likewise poetically tell you of something that is far away from them, and also of what their shapes materially hide from us. This was a decade spanning between 1909 and 1919, where we focus on a specific painting within this period, known as, from the original Italian, La Nostalgia dell'Infinito, also known as the Nostalgia of the Infinite. According to art historian Robert Hughes, this painting draws inspiration from a major landmark building in Turin, Italy, named after its architect, Alessandro Antonelli, the Mole Antonelliana, the building that was once conceived and constructed as a synagogue. However, the only problem with De Chirico's piece is that its date it was made is often in contention. You see, it's dated in 1911, but scholars insist it was painted between 1912 to 1913. Regardless of when it was made, this painting is very important to the whole. By mere coincidence, the next artist was actually born in 1913, but in Menya, Egypt. Menya meaning wish or desire. This artist's name was Ramses Unan. You see, Ramses was born into a poor Coptic
Christian family in Minya, a city approximately 150 miles south of Cairo and along the western bank of the Nile River. In 1929, he enrolled in the Faculty of Fine Arts in Cairo, but left in 1933 to teach drawing in secondary schools in various regional towns throughout Egypt after receiving his teaching certificate in 1934. Though within the years of 1933 and 1938, he was a regular participant in art salons hosted by the Friends of the Fine Arts Association. Before officially joining Georges Hennin in Art et Liberté in 1939, Younen joined the Society for the Promotion of Art in 1935. They described the society as a collective established by artist Habib Gorgui, calling for the importance of art in education. In 1938, the Society published his first book, The Aim of the Contemporary Artist, in which he analyzed the work of the French Cubist painter Amédée aux Enfants and his theories of purism. Purism was basically a purity of the geometric form. It's a rejection of cubism, wanting to get back to recognizable shapes, even though aux Enfants was actually considered a Cubist artist. Whereas on December 22nd of 1938, Ramses signed Art et Liberté's Manifesto of Long-Lived Degenerate Art. Though I will tell you this right now, I can't say I could ever side with Art et Liberté morally.
No!
In 1939, Ramses, along with Georges Hennin, Iqbal El-Aili, and Edmond Jabez, founded the surrealist journal Le Pas de Sable. Fast forward only a few more years and we arrive in 1945, when we find that Ramses Younen made the painting called Tropique de Cancer, translating to Tropic of Cancer, as in the line of latitude that runs north of the equator. So can you explain something to me? How could someone who opposes the idea that a nation should be politically independent make something like this? This dude was troubled in the mind.
And all we need from this dude is the last third of the page!
Well, I guess it takes all kinds to make a world.
So when you take this painting and this painting, you get this. Remember this for later. Now hold tight, everyone. Next week's episode is going to be special. It's going to be a delving into a company that has shaped most of 90s people's lives. You will hopefully love it. It's going to be part of a series within a series within a series. So, get ready for that. But I will tell you this. We won't be back at Sony for a long time. And don't you worry, this company that we're focusing on has big connections to Smash, where we will make all the necessary side tangents to fit into the timeline. That second video, oh boy, you have no idea what you're going into. For you will see a game that has birthed an entire genre, connecting to multiple Smash characters, not limited to the ones seen in the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, coming out April 3rd of 2026 by Universal and Illumination, followed by Sonic the Hedgehog 4 on March 19th of 2027 by Paramount and Skydance. And after that, we have Legend of Zelda Movie, coming out a few days after on March 26th, 2027 by Sony and Nintendo. Next we have The Shows, featuring Secret Level Season 2, hopefully coming out this December by Amazon. Now we're in the territory of the films that have way too much issues going on right now to have any sort of news coming for it, as we have no clue what is happening with Metal Gear Solid by Sony. We have no clue if Detective Pikachu 2 by Warner Brothers is still even in production, We have no clue what's going on with Mega Man for Netflix, if it even is in production. We have no idea what's going to happen to Pac-Man by Fox and Wayfarer Studios. And we have no clue of when Street Fighter by Sony Legendary is going to be out. Well, if you ask me, the one film that is the least in contention is Street Fighter, because that still is in production, but we don't know the release date. So it's amongst company that is very much in a question mark. What a mess. And then finally we have the shows with no release date. And we have the live-action Pokemon series featuring Red on Netflix, and we have the Minecraft animated series by Netflix with no release date. And hopefully both of those are good, and hopefully we get information on them soon. And we are done. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe, and smash that bell in order to get notifications on the channel where everything grows on you.